Abby. Thanks for joining me today. So today's Pilates, we're going to use some light weights. If you don't have any, you can modify with some cans of soup because again, we're going light, maybe some light water bottles, some toys around the house. Use what you can. Don't let it be an excuse not to use weights. But if you absolutely don't have anything, you can do all the moves without weight and it will still be extremely effective, okay? So don't let that discourage you. Floor space is all you need. Mat is optional. Let's get started and maximize our time. We're gonna start with our feet down and our knees up. I'm gonna rock my hips in so that my spine is nice and neutral on the floor. Pulling my belly button up and in towards my ribs. And I'm gonna hold that as I inhale through my nose. Exhale out. Good, take your time. Don't rush your inhale or your exhale. You want a nice long breath while holding the contraction in through your nose. Hold the contraction, exhale out through your mouth. Good, so we don't want to belly breathe. Our belly is never expanding. We're gonna hold that. Nice deep breaths. Inhale, force out that exhale. Okay, gotta fix the hair real quick here. Good, last one. Take your time. If you need more time to warm up that breath, take a second, hit pause. It is worth it to really get that contraction and that breath warmed up because we're gonna use it for every move we do today. All right, so once you got that breath all warmed up, you're comfortable that you can keep that contraction. You're gonna bring that right foot, knee in, flex that foot, and just push out. We're warming up the hip, the lower abdominals, so I'm keeping that contraction. Inhale as my knee comes in, exhale as I push out. Good, just a few more here. Give me 8. I'm keeping my spine nice and neutral. Last 6, good, all the way out. 5, extend that leg. 4, 3, 2, 1, and in. Set that down, other side. Bring that knee in, flex that foot, push it out. Good, deep breaths. Inhale, force out that exhale. Good, all the way. Good, keep that going, deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Good, last 8, 7, 6, 5, you got this. 4, 3, 2, I'm bringing that knee all the way in. I'm gonna extend that leg up and draw small circles towards the ceiling. So my toes are pointed and it's like I'm tracing through my toes onto the ceiling, small circles. So my leg's nice and long. I'm coming from this hip, but I'm not wobbling through the hips, okay? There should be no movement in that bent right knee. Good. Think about the direction of your circle because in 5, we're gonna reverse it. This is a great warm up for the front of this thigh. Good, and reverse that. Deep breaths, inhale. Force out that exhale. Good. I really want you to concentrate on that breathing and think about it. You're at home, even if you're working out with a friend right now next to you, who cares what you sound like? Nice deep inhale in, exhale out. You should hear yourself breathe. Good, last few seconds, 3, 2, 1, hug that knee in, set that foot down, right leg up, circles, nice and small. Good, maybe about the size of an orange or a grapefruit. We're keeping those circles small. Good, but again, that breathing, you should hear yourself breathe. You can hear me breathe, right? When I really concentrate and, okay, just like that, that sound. So now I don't have to talk, you're gonna hear me breathing. Good, inhale, force out that exhale. Think about those abdominals pulled in. Keep the leg long and straight. I want it as straight to the ceiling as you can. Try not to get it out here. Get it all the way up, and in 3, 2, you're gonna reverse that circle. Beautiful. Again, we're just warming up the hips, the hip flexors, the thigh. This really activates that thigh muscle, so keep those circles small. Beautiful. Keep it going. Deep breaths. Inhale, force out that exhale. Good. Keep it going. Good. Last few seconds here. Come on, keep it going. Last 5, 4, 3. We're going to go right into our single knee stretch. Toes are pointed. Inhale, exhale, switch. Now you can lift the upper body or your shoulder blades are off the ground, or you can keep the upper body on the mat. It's up to you, but either way, you need to make sure you're keeping those abs in nice and tight. Good, extend out. Good, give me 5, 4, extend all the way out. 3, 2, we're gonna keep this going and you're gonna double beat right here. Double beat that heel, extend and switch. Good, all the way out. You got this. Good, double beat like your heel is hitting a drum. Drop it as low as you can. Don't let the back arc. Beautiful. All the way out and in. You got to extend it out. Good, all the way out. Give me 5. Keep it going. 4. And drop. 3. Come on, keep going. 2. Double beat that. Give me 1 more each leg. And in. Get lower down. Okay, this is where I want you to grab your light weight, your light item, whatever it is you have. Palms are facing in. Arms are straight up. Legs are up. We're going to open to a straddle and open the arms. Good, and close. Okay. We're warming up the arms. Remember, our weights are light today because I really want you to be able to sustain through everything because we're going to keep them for a while. If it gets too intense at any point, you can obviously get rid of the weights and do the same movement without. Good, I'm getting my legs to the full straddle and I'm getting my arms all the way out. So if your range of motion is smaller in one, like the legs, don't cheat the arms. Hold the legs while the arms finish, okay? Good, abdominals in, deep breaths. You're gonna hear me say that about 1,000 more times today in this one. Good, last 8, 7, force out that breath. 6, arms nice and long. 5, keep it going. 4, you got this. 3, 2, 1, and in. Hug the knees. We're going to go into a double knee stretch. Now I'm keeping my weights. You can get rid of yours. But just while we warm up, I'm going to keep my upper body on the mat during these first few, maybe 4 or 5, and then I'll lift. So we're going to extend, spring it around. Again, if the weights are too much, get rid of them. All right? It's still a super effective move through the upper body without the weights. Good. Deep breaths. Keep it going. I'm going to go 1 more, keeping the upper body on the ground to make sure everything's nice and warmed up through my upper body and my shoulders. And I'm going to lift my upper body. Now you can keep the upper body on the floor. If you're lifting, make sure your shoulder blades are off the ground when your arms are overhead, okay? Good. All the way out. Good. Keep it going. Deep breaths. You got this. Eight more right here. Come on. 8. Extend those arms and legs long. Force out that breath. Don't rush through it. You got to finish out all the way till I'm done with my 8. That's the good news, right? I don't know what spin you want to put on that one. Good. Come on. I got 5 left. Extend out. Don't rush. Good. Last 3. 2. Come on. Give me 1 more. 1 more. You got this. All the way, hold that, don't rush it, and in, lower down. Beautiful, rock that side to side. Okay, we're keeping the weights. Feet are coming down, we're going for shoulder, but just quick run through. Make sure the heels are directly underneath the knees, so don't scoot the feet in too close so that you're there. You're not too far out. Okay, heels directly under those knees. Feet no more than hip width apart, and be generous to yourself. Your hips aren't as wide as you think they are, all right? I have to remind myself that one, all right? So, heels are where they are supposed to be. Alignment with the knees. Don't let them bow out. Keep them straight. And as you drive up, make sure you're coming up all the way through. So everything up to my shoulder blades is lifted, okay? That's going to be the key for a successful shoulder bridge. My arms are going to hold over top, over chest for the first few here, and then we'll add. Don't you worry. So drive up, squeeze. 1. Good. All the way up. Good. Squeeze those glutes and hips. Good. Deep breaths. Good. Deep breaths all the way up. Okay. We're going to go 5 more right here. Give me 4. 3. Keep it going all the way up. 2. 1. We're going to come up and hold that shoulder blade so my hips and glutes are squeezed. I'm not overly lifted. I'm in a nice straight line from knee to shoulder. Arms up overhead, holding that shoulder bridge, hips and glutes squeezed. Lower the arms, overhead, and back up. Now, if you have any neck or shoulder issues where you don't want to go overhead, go to the thigh and back up over chest. Good. Maybe just a little bit more towards the head if you're going thigh. But otherwise, we're here to here, right back over the shoulders. Beautiful. It's a lightweight, so this shouldn't be killer, but it's a great work for the shoulders and upper body. Good. We're activating those muscles. Keep those hips and glutes squeezed. You got it. Deep breaths, about 15 more seconds. Good. All right, keep the arms long. Don't start to swing at the elbows. Last 5, 3, 2. Okay, you can keep the weights and hold over chest if you want. I'm going to sit down so I can talk and show and point and all that. So, but you can keep the weights and hold them over chest if you want, or you can give your arms a little rest. All right, we're coming down. You're going to raise the right leg. Here we go. Drive up. So, I'm driving from that heel on that left. My glutes are barely kissing the ground and driving back up. Beautiful. We're going for time on this. So up, all time, you don't you worry. You should start to feel that hamstring and glute pretty fast. It shouldn't take too long. Beautiful. All the way up. Deep breaths. Abdominals in. Good. You got this. Okay, now watch it. You're not pushing through those arms to get that lift. I know sometimes that's my natural reaction. So I like to bring my arms up, hold them at my chest. You know, do what you got to do so that you're getting the work through that glute and hip. Come on, 5 seconds, so we're going to switch legs. You got this. Woo. And down. All right, switch. Here we go. Left leg up and drive up. I did a bunch of deadlifts yesterday, and oh my gosh, I'm dying right now. I'm not going to lie. I am feeling these hardcore. I should have thought through my routine a little better, right? Oh gosh. All the way up. Good. Deep breaths. Good. Keep that leg long. You got this. You can do this. Make sure you're getting all the way up off the back. I'm coming all the way to my shoulder blades. My mid-back doesn't touch the ground at all. Beautiful. Come on. Drive up. Drive up. You got it. You got about 15 seconds. That's it. It's funny as this side doesn't burn as bad as the other side. Whew. Come on. Keep it going. You can do it 5 seconds. Then we're going to put both feet down, and we're going to go for a regular shoulder bridge just for 30 seconds. You can do it. Here we go. Both feet are down. Drive it up. Good. Squeeze those glutes and hips. Beautiful. Those buns should be feeling a little bit of fire. Good. Up and squeeze. Deep breaths. Keep it going. Abdominals in. Hold that core tight. Beautiful. Good. Here we go. Last 8. Count it down to the end. 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees. Beautiful. Hug those knees. Into your single knee stretch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Good. This is a great stretch after hitting those glutes and hips hardcore like that. But also working the abdominals, so that's why I love it. It's a great stretch, but it's still working. Good. Deep breaths all the way. Keep it going. And double beat. Okay, don't rush this. You've heard me say it before, and if you're new, well, you're going to hear me say it a lot more. You want to hold that extension. If you just rush it, you lose a lot of the lower abdominal. That hold is what helps engage those lower abdominals. Good. Remember, we're double beating. About 10 more seconds. You can always put the upper body down if you need to. Abdominals in. Last 3, 2, 1, and in. Rock that side to side. Beautiful. Okay, grab the weights. Remember, you can always go without if you prefer. We've got 5 roll-ups. Legs are nice and long. Glue the legs together. Here we go. Roll it up. Sit nice and tall. Lengthen through that spine. Slowly roll it down 1 vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. And bring it back up. Sit up nice and tall. Deep breaths. Good. Slowly roll it down. You got this. Lengthen through that spine. Sit tall. Good. You got it. Slowly lower it down. Okay, on this 5th one, you're going to stay seated. All right? So finish out your final 5th. all the way up, stay seated, and we're gonna stay here. Okay, so this is gonna be fun, don't you worry. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into a half rollback, and I'll give you a modification, but your half rollback's here, okay? Your feet are touching the ground, my knees are slightly bent. I know my legs are probably blending into the mat, it looks like. You're gonna give me 10 overhead presses as you hold this half rollback, okay? Arms nice and long, reaching it nice and high. You're gonna give me 10. Then you're gonna come in and rest, and you're gonna give me 10 lifts on the right, 10 lifts on the left, and then we're gonna repeat all that again. All right, so get yourself situated, get ready. Your modification is coming down to the mat, coming up, holding, overhead press for 10, then same thing, 1, 3, okay, 4, pulse it, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, left side, 1, 2, 3, see I'm keeping them small though, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then back through, okay? That's your modification option, still super effective. Yeah, that's a made-up word by me. And either position, you need to make sure you're pulling your abdominals in, okay? Engage your core. Okay, we got to count to 10. If you don't want to count, that's fine. Stick with me. If not, count it out. All right, but don't worry, we're going to keep going, so don't think you get to come out of it after one round of 10. Here we go. Take it back. Overhead. 2. Abdominals in. Good. I'm reaching high. Don't give me little arms. I want high. 7, 8, 9. Holding my half roll back. Here we go. Right leg 1, 2, 3. You got it. Abdominals in. 4, 5, 6, 7. You got it. 9, 10. Switch legs. 10, 8, 7. We're going back to our overhead press in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's round 1. You got this. 2. Reach it high. Here's 6, 7. Stretch those arms long. 9, 10. Here we go. Right leg 10, 9, 8, 7. Abdominals in. Sit tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to the left. 10. Sit tall. Don't start to round through. 6, 5. You got this. 5, 4. Yep, you heard me. 3, 2. Back to that overhead press. I told you you don't get to come out of it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. 6. We're going to start that left leg. 8. Abdominals in. 9, 10. Here we go. Left leg 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You got it. Abdominals in. 4, 3, 2. Right leg. Here we go. 10, 4, 3, 2. Sit tall. Here we go. Overhead. 10. Come on. 9. Abdominals in. 8. Reach those arms long. 5, 4. You got it. 3. Hold that half roll back. 2, 1. Left leg. 10. You know if your abdominals are engaged. If they're not, get back there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Right leg. You got it. 10, 9. That leg is long. 7, 6, 5, 4. Sit tall. 3, 2. Overhead. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7. Come on. All the way up. 6, 5. Stretch those arms long. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg. 10, 3, 2. Left leg. You got it. 10, 4. We're going to go one more. 3, 2. Back overhead. Here we go. 10, 9. Reach those arms long. 8. Stretch them. 7, 6. Hold that half roll back. 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Left leg. 10, 6. Come on. 5. All the way up. 4, 3, 2. Other leg. I'm not making it super big. I'm not going full range of motion, okay? Keeping it kind of a medium lift. 5, 4, 3. This is it. Come on. 2. You got it. 1. And rest. Reach over for your toes. Okay. We're going to keep our weights. Now, again, you can go without if you need to, but we're going to roll on over to your belly. We got some super people to do, and we're going to add in weights. Now, if it gets a little too much, again, just get rid of the weights and adjust accordingly. So, feet are going wider than my hips. So if you're on a mat, go out to the corner of your mat. I'm pulling my belly button up and in. This is not a time to push the stomach out and try to get higher, because you're actually telling that muscle it doesn't have to work and putting more strain in the back versus pulling your stomach in and working both your abdominals and your back, okay? That's what we want to do. So grab the weights. If you're going weights, you can do the same movement without. We're going for super people. And you're going to pull in towards your shoulders and extend out. Okay? Legs are going to be held up in there, abdominals in. Here we go, up, get your lift, extend, pull back in. Beautiful. We're going for time. Deep breaths. Now, if the arms are too much, just hold. You know where you can hold. Here's level 1, level 2, 3 behind the head, 4 out in front, and then we're going to call this level 5, where we're adding in the weights, and we're going out and in. Beautiful. 8 seconds. Keep that stomach pulled in. Take those deep breaths. Keep it going. 3, 2, and down and rest. Okay. We got one more of those. Woo! Right? For this round. You should know I never do anything only twice. And if I do, it's because we're out of time. All right, which we're nowhere near close to out of time. Here we go. Second one. 3, 2, up and hold. Good. Come on. Pick where you want those arms. If these weights are too much, do the move without the weights. This is still super effective in engaging those back muscles. Good, you got it. Woo! Feeling good, right? Deep breaths. Keep those legs and thighs off the mat. Pull those abdominals in. You got it. Woo! Keep it going. You got this. Let's go 10 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay. Set the weights down. Roll on over to your back. Beautiful. All right. You're going into your straight leg stretch. Toes pointed, abs nice and tight. Get that contraction. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, switch. Keep the leg nice and long. Good. Keep that going. Now I'm lifted up off my shoulder blades, but you can always put the upper body on the mat. Inhale, exhale, each leg so you're not rushing it. Give me 5. So right now you're dropping that leg straight down from your hip in the frame of the body. We're going to get a little wild here, and you're going to take the leg a little wider. So if you can see, my heel is dropping on the outside of the mat. Inhale, exhale, switch. Keep those abdominals pulled in. Good. Deep breaths. We're going to speed it up, but I do not want you to get sloppy. If you find you're getting sloppy, slow it back down. All right, here we go. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keeping them wide. If for some reason this bothers your hip, bring it right back straight out from the hips, okay? Inhale, exhale. Again, my feet are wider than my hips when they drop, but I come straight into where it's aligned again. Good. You got it. Woo! 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and in. You'll feel those in the hip flexors. I promise you. All right. Grab those weights. So, remember, you can always go without the weight. We're going back to the shoulder bridge. Go through the checklist. Heels underneath the knees. You know where your feet need to be. Don't let your feet get too wide, okay? No wider than your hips. Abs in nice and tight. Here we go. Drive up and reach overhead. Good. So, good. All the way up. Whew. My palms are facing my knees. So just a nice little simple chest press. Up and squeeze. It's light weights. It's not killer, right? But it's enough that we're working. And believe me, we're already working those shoulders quite a bit with everything. So this is just a nice little continuous movement that's not going to kill the arms, but keep them working. Good. Up and squeeze. You got it. Good. Give me 5, 4. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Up and hold. Okay, so my palms are going to stay facing my knees. Those weights are going overhead and back up. Now remember, if it's uncomfortable to go overhead, go to the thigh, slightly past the head a little bit, over the thigh. You know, find your range of motion. All right, but I'm going to go all the way overhead and right back to over chest level. Keep the hips up. My glutes and hips are staying squeezed right now. Deep breaths. Keep it going. Force out that breath. My glutes and hips are not just hanging out. They are squeezed, and those muscles are activated. Good. Force out that breath. Come on. Inhale. Force out. Oh, my hips are sinking. Get your hips up. Don't let your butt down here. Hips and thighs up, abs in nice and tight. You got this. Let's go 10 more seconds here, and then you know that's where the fun really begins. Good, last 5, all the way up. Squeeze those glutes and hips. Come on, are your abs in? Are you keeping that contraction? Are you taking your deep inhale? Your forced out exhale? Pretend as if I am right next to you, ready to yell at you if you don't do it. Very scary, right? All right, arms up, drop down. Give me that right foot up. Oh, let's go left foot up. I lied. Here we go. Here's where I changed my mind. Left foot is up to start this time, and drive it up. Good. All the way up. Now you can let the arms kind of rest here because I don't want any arm movement. I really want you to concentrate on getting your hips high. I don't want these little lifts, okay? I'm wanting that full high shoulder bridge. Woo! Deep breaths. Abs in nice and tight. Now you can raise the arms. Good. I find I actually get a little higher in my lift when I keep my upper half of my arms on the mat, but I like to keep the forearms off the floor. Good. Deep breaths all the way up. Should feel that glute and hip. Second round. Good. 5 seconds. 3, 2, switch. We're going to switch right here midair. Here we go. Right leg up. Drive it up. Abs in. Deep breaths. You can do this. Good. All the way up. Good. Drive up. Drive up. Whew. Inhale, force up that exhale. Keep it going, keep it going. I'm focusing on that contraction still. See how high my hips are getting? All the way up. Come on, you got this. You've got it. 10 seconds. Then we're going to put both feet down for 10 shoulder bridges. Good. Last 5. Keep it going. And both feet down. Give me 10 bridges. Let's go. Drive up. 1, 2, all the way up. 3, you got this. 4, squeeze those glutes and hips at the top. 1 more. 1 more. You got this. And down. Good. Hug your knees. You're going into your straight leg stretch. Toes pointed. Inhale, exhale, switch. Good. Force out that breath. Pull those abdominals in. Give me 8, 7, keep it going. Long legs. 6, don't rush it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in. All right, grab those weights. We're coming back to your double knee stretch. Shorter round. You can go without the weights if you prefer. If that was too much tension on the neck with the weights overhead, go with the same movement without the weights, okay? Here we go. Abs nice and tight. I'm going to keep my upper body on the mat for these first 2 or 3 just so I know I'm keeping it clean. I'm going through, I'm making sure everything else is right. I've got my contraction in my abdominals. If you feel like you need to stay here and concentrate, I'd rather, because what do I always say? It's a building. I'm going to go ahead and lift. You can too, but make sure you're still getting full range of motion. You're able to hold it. Inhale, force out that exhale. Good. Deep breaths. You got it. Good. You got to come on. Long legs. Good. All the way out. Okay, point the toes. I'm flexing them because my foot was starting to cramp. I think I was squeezing my toes, which I always yell at people not to do. Good. Last 4. Last 3. So just extend through your ankles when I say point through your toes. Don't squeeze the toes. It really has nothing to do with the toes. They just look pointed, but it's all in the ankle. Last 2. Give me 1 more. Come on. Stay up off those shoulder blades if you're lifted. 1 and lower down. Beautiful. Keep the weights. You're going to go for your single straight leg stretch, but the weights you're going to hold in your hand as you grab the back of the leg. So there's just that little tiny movement that engages that bicep and tricep. Good. Remember, you can always put the upper body down. Inhale, exhale. Okay, give me 5, 4, deep breaths. 3, 2, 1, and in. Hug your knees. Good. Rock that side to side. We're rolling up for 5. Glue the legs together. Here we go. Roll it up. Sit up nice and tall. And slowly roll it back down. Beautiful. Good. Roll it up. And slowly roll it back down. Good. Sitting nice and tall. Good. If you are struggling on these roll-ups a little, bend the knees. Not drastically. If you get the knees too close, it's actually more difficult to get up. So just give a small bend out here. Roll it up. Sit tall. One more. Stay seated because you know what's coming. All right. I'm going to turn just a little bit. So we got our half roll back with our leg lifts, 10 on each side. All right. Find that contraction. Remember, your modification is to come to the mat. 10 overhead presses, 10 leg lifts each side. All right, here we go. Abs in nice and tight. Get into that half roll back. Give me 1. Stretch them long. 3, 4, 5. All the way up. 10. Here we go. 10, 9, 8. Sit tall. 7, 6. Shoulders back. 5, 4, 3. Pull those abdominals in. 1. Other leg. 10, 9, 8. Abs in. 6. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way up with the arms. 10, 9. Stretch long. 8. Abs in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 in the left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Abs in. 2, 1. Other leg. 10, 9, 8. Pull those abs in. Take those deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got this. 10. All the way up. Deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Last 5, 4. Stretch those arms long. 2, 1. 10 on the right. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Sit tall. 2, 1. 10 on the left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. One more round. Here we go. 10 all the way up. 9. Stretch those arms long. 6. Don't round out through your back. 3, 3, 2, 1. You know how I do it. 10. Right here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're slightly a little slower, that's okay. Finish out your full count though. We did 4 rounds, all right? So that tells you where to go. A full round is 10 overhead with the arms, 10 on the right, 10 on the left, last 2, 1. Finish out your 10, okay? Finish out your 4 rounds of that. All right. Over onto your belly one more time. So we're just gonna go 2 rounds of our super people. Pull your abdominals in. Weights or no weights, it's up to you. You can pick one of the arm positions. I'll run through that real quick. Palms up, field goal, hands behind the head, arms out in front. Those are your 4 basic. I don't know if you can see my hand here. Or you can go a little more intense here with number 5 and then out and in, okay? So pick where you want to be. Abs in nice and tight, all right? Here we go. 3, 2, up and hold and extend. Now remember, you can do the same thing without the weight. Good. Stretch and extend long. Deep breaths. You got this. Beautiful, beautiful. Keep it going. Got just about 10 seconds left. Not even. Woo. 3, 2, and rest. All right, we're going to go one more. Take a big breath. Here we go. In for your last one. 3, 2, up and hold, and stretch. Force out that breath. Come on. Inhale, force out that exhale. Stretch those arms long. Woo, again, same thing. You can do the same movement, and I'm telling you, you are going to get great results still, okay? You're still going to really hit the shoulders, the upper back, the core. You're still doing all that, okay? So don't think it has to be weights to get any work out of this. Whew. Weights are just gonna take it to the next level. Come on, right here, last 5, 4 seconds. Work it to the end. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Okay, quick stretch back into your child's pose. I held that a little longer because you know who you are. You tell me I'm too quick on those. We can talk about that later. All right, so we're gonna go into one more round of that half roll back. Remember, if it's a little too intense for you, take it to the mat. Give me that overhead press and those 10 leg lifts each side. We got 4 rounds again. You got this, all right? Pull those abs in nice and tight. Here we go. I'm gonna count out loud. If you're keeping your own count, great. I'll try not to yell out my count and confuse you. Keep your count though. Don't just cheat yourself and stick with me and not get the full 10 in of each. All right, hopefully my blabbering there gave you a nice rest. Here we go, take it back, abs in, 10, right here. 9, all the way up. 8, 7, shoulders back and down. 5, all the way up. 2, right leg, 10, right here, 10. 9, you got it. 8, abdominals in. 6. 1, over to your left. Keep going. 7, 6, keep it going. 5, 4, sit tall. 3, 2, 1. 10 on the arms. 10, 9, you got this. 8, 7, come on, all the way up. 5, 4, 3, hold that half roll back. 2, 1, your abdominals, left leg, come on. 10, 9, you should feel them. If you're not, you're probably pushing out and putting all this into your back, and that's what's gonna make your back hurt. Last 2, 1, right leg. Come on, sit tall, abs in. You got this. Deep breaths. You can do this. Last 4, 3, 2. That's our halfway point right here. Here we go. 10 in the arms. 9, all the way up. 5, you can do this. Come on, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 in the right leg. Come on. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Over to your left. Come on, 10, 9, 8. You got this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Turn in the arms. This is it right here. Come on. All the way up. All the way up. Come on. You got this. 6, 5, 4. Abdominals in. 3, 2, 1. 10 in the left. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 10 in the right. You got it. Come on. 10, 9. Sit tall. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Stretch that over. Nice job. Nice hustle. Okay. All right. All the way up. Set the weights down. Lower on down to your back. And take that in to your straight leg stretch. So, toes pointed. Inhale, exhale. Now, remember, when I say toes pointed, you're just extending through that ankle, okay? Inhale, exhale, switch. Force out that breath. We're going to go wide with them. Now, if that was uncomfortable or bothered your hips, keep it straight here. Okay, I'm going to turn just a little bit so you're kind of getting a concept of what I mean by wide. Okay, can you see that a little better? Get a little different understanding. Keep that going. I'm going wide. If you've got a mat, make sure the heel is coming to the outside of that mat. And inhale, exhale. Let's go 15 seconds right here. And again, if this is too intense on the hips, your hip flexors, bring it back to center. Last 5, 4, deep breaths. 3, deep breaths. 2, deep breath. And 1. And I say that deep breath because I know we tend to shallow breathe once we've been working so long. Okay, grab the weights. You've got one last round of your bridges. So, checklist, heels underneath the knees, abs in nice and tight, okay? Make sure you've got that contraction. With or without weights, you pick. You're gonna drive up, and we're gonna go back to where we're opening the arms, palm up for the first half, then we'll switch where we're going more into a chest press, okay? Here we go. Drive it up. 1, squeeze at the top. Beautiful. Don't just go down and up and go through the motion here. Drive up, squeeze. Beautiful. So my palms are facing the ceiling here. I've got long arms. I'm not really bending the elbows. It's maybe got the smallest bend, but really you don't need a bend. This is a lightweight, and I'm looking for a long arm here. Good. You got 10 more seconds with this position with the arms. And then we're going to take the arms overhead while you hold your bridge. Don't worry, we're coming in for that chest press at the end. That's kind of like our cool down to the shoulder bridge. Beautiful. Last 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Up and hold. My palms are facing in. Here we go. Overhead. Pull it back up. Beautiful. Deep breaths. Hold this squeeze right here. You got it. Good. Keep it going. Long arms. Good. Hips up. Come on. Don't start to sink through your waist. Keep those hips up. Abs in nice and tight. You've got 10 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Open up the palms. Here we go. Down and up. Open out to a chest press. Drive up. Good. Squeeze those glutes and hips. All the way at the top. Squeeze. Good. Squeeze here at the top. Open out. Make sure those elbows are off the body. Don't let them come down here to your side. I want them straight out from your shoulders. All right. Beautiful. You got about 15 seconds. Squeeze at the top. Abs in tight. Deep breaths. Good. Give me 5. And good. All right. Up and hold. Palms are facing my knees. Here we go. Squeezing the glutes and hips. Taking those arms long. My palms are facing the ceiling. They're facing the knees. All right. Just change it a little bit into those shoulders. Keep the hips high. Deep breaths. You got it. Okay, so good news, bad news. We got one more round of our single leg shoulder bridges. That's the bad news. Good news, they're going to be shorter rounds. All right. Yay, thank you, Abby. You're awesome. That's amazing. I know that's what you're all saying and thinking. It's okay. You can tell me in the comments. Good. Last 5. Come on, all the way up. 4. Deep breaths. 3. Pull those abdominals in. 2, 1. Here we go. So let's come down. Let's get our let's get everything here working right. Left leg up. Here we go. Drive up. Now you can hold the weights. Again, I like to put my upper arm. I feel like I get just a little higher and I get a better lift. Beautiful. Drive up, squeeze. Come on, these are going to be shorter. You are already halfway through this side. Beautiful. Come on, drive up. Finish this out, and you'll have done 2 minutes of single leg on this left. That's awesome. Good. Come on, 5 seconds. We're going to switch right into the other side in midair. Here we go. Up and hold. Set the left down. Right up. Here we go. Okay, so now when we finish this one, it'll be 2 minutes on your right, and you've done well over, oh gosh, like 4 minutes with both feet down. So you've done a good 8 minutes of shoulder bridges today. That's awesome and amazing. Pulling those abdominals in. Come on, deep breaths. You got this. All the way up. You got about 8 seconds. You can do this. Come on, drive up. Drive up. Woo! We're going to finish with 10 bridges. You pick what you want to do with your arms. I'll go through all the options. There we go. Both feet down. You can open to the fly. You can take the arms overhead. Rotate. You pick. But give me 10 bridges all the way. I'm mixing it up with the arms. Give me 5. Squeeze those glutes and hips to the top. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Set those weights down. Don't worry, we're coming back. All right? It's just like your little bit of a rest. We're coming back to your single knee stretch. Toes pointed. Inhale, exhale, switch. 4, suck that breath. Beautiful. You got it. All the way out and in. Good. You got it. Give me 5. 4. Keep it going. 3, 2, and in. Grab your weights. One more round of your double knee. You can go without the weights, remember. All right? I think I'm moving a little too close to my wall. Here we go. And extend nice and long, bring it around. Now I'm starting lifted. If you need to, put that upper body on the floor. I'd rather you were in control of your contraction in your abdominals. You were able to hold arms and legs extended, and you were using your breath. Okay, those are the things I want you to be able to do, and if you can't, you gotta put that upper body down and you gotta build, okay? No shame in that game of building. And let me tell you, I a lot of times like to keep my upper body down. I feel like I get in better control, which means I'm gonna get more out of the move. So it doesn't mean you're weak, all right? It's a building, and being in control is what's most important. Good, come on, extend, let's go. 6 more. Last 6, whoo. 5, woo, all the way. 4, you got this. 3, 2, 1, and beautiful. Okay, rock that side to side. Go ahead, set your weights down. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to end, but we're gonna finish out with a stretch here. So come on up. We are gonna go rolling like a ball. So when you roll like a ball, it is so important that you curl out your spine and your back and you don't try to flat back it, okay? So I know I always tell you sit tall. Well, this is the one time I'm gonna tell you not to. Round out. I like to grab behind my thighs, not over my knees. I feel like that's a little less pressure on my knees. So I round a nice long round spine here. Keep it rounded, keep it rounded. Now I sit tall to get that balance. Round back out. Good, this should be a nice massage of the spine. Sit nice and tall. Beautiful, round it out. Sit up nice and tall, beautiful. Give me one more. Round it out, round it out. Up nice and tall. And good, stretch that out. Legs nice and long. Sitting nice and tall, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold it over and hold. Deep breaths, inhale and exhale. Good, and sit up nice and tall. Flex, pull the toes in towards you. It's hard to see, my legs are blended into my mat. Sit nice and tall, exhale, fold it over. Hold that, inhale and exhale. Slowly roll it out. Deep breaths, good. We're gonna bring our feet into our butterfly. I love to finish into the butterfly. It is just such a great stretch for your thighs, your hips, your hip flexors, your glutes, everything. So, nice deep breath, sit nice and tall, walk it out as far as you're comfortable. Beautiful, and hold. Good, really stretch and lengthen through those arms. You did a lot with the upper body, and we really wanna lengthen through, okay? Good, slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time. The arms are coming in, the shoulders straighten out, then the head. Sitting nice and tall. Good, now I'm gonna rotate over my left. Sitting nice and tall, my shoulders are back and down. Good, and switch. Rotate over your right. Good, to center. Sitting nice and tall, pull those abdominals in. Find that contraction. Take some rolls, through the shoulders here. Good, and roll it forward. Good, again, finding and keeping that contraction, sitting nice and tall, lengthening through your spine. We're gonna take a nice deep inhale in. Exhale, push down. Good, one more nice deep inhale in. Exhale, push down, and we're all done. Thank you as always for joining me and supporting me. I hope you feel fantastic. Make sure you go get a big glass of water. You may have not sweat a lot during this one, but your muscles did on the inside, okay? So you really gotta hydrate up those muscles. They'll thank you for it. They'll repay you by recovering faster. Make sure you go get a good, healthy refuel within the next 30 minutes. And if you need help with any of those things and how to get them done and how to accomplish them, if you're struggling with that, put it in the comments below or reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help. And as always, go have a happy, healthy day. And thanks again for